Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. We are going to discuss about Indonesia at the time of the COVID-19 pandemic. Let me introduce myself. My name is Putra Rizky Setiawan and I will also introduce my friends. There is Adisa Cahyarianti, Tasya Nurhaliza, Aziza Ismi, Halimatus Saida, and then Oci Alfionita, Riani Maulidina, Roslaini Anista Yanwar, Zahra Arifin Indita, and the last Arif Setiawan. Next, the first I want to explain about social policy. In Indonesia, President Joko Widodo for the first time announced that there were two people who were confirmed positive for COVID-19 since early March. Various kind of policies have been issued by the Indonesian government to minimize the spread of the coronavirus by imposing social distancing, cycle distancing to the enactment of PSBB. Large-scale social restriction by seeing the number of cases or the number of deaths continue to increase and expand across regions.
The policy issued to limit the spread of COVID-19 have an impact on various fields. It's just that large-scale social restriction in order to prevent the spread of COVID-19 have an impact on the community's economy, such as the termination of employment in a number of sectors and especially education in Indonesia. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed various aspects of human life today, especially in the world of education. Levels of elementary school, junior high school, senior high school to higher education, which require all elements of education to adapt. The COVID-19 outbreak urges distance education testing which has never been carried out simultaneously before for all elements of education, namely students, teachers to parents. The decision about teaching and learning activities from home is quite appropriate to be made in current conditions as a solution to overcoming difficulty in implementing face-to-face learning directly. This presents a challenge to all elements and levels of education to keep classroom active even though schools have closed.
Current conditions urge us to continue to innovate and adapt related to the use of available technology to support the learning process. Online learning can take advantage of application, websites, social networks, and learning management system. These various platforms can be used to support the transfer of knowledge, which is supported by various discussion techniques and others. The solution given is to implement learning at home by utilizing various supporting facilities. Infrastructure that supports online learning for free through various discussion rooms such as Google Classroom, Zenius, Quipper, as well as face-to-face knowledge transfer discussion through various video teleconference platforms that are widely available for free, such as Zoom and Google Meet. The platforms allows educators and students to meet and interact virtually. It is necessary to pay attention to the importance of communications between parents and educators to realize the learning independence of students during the COVID-19 pandemic. However, this thing cannot be separated from the concern felt by educators and students in online learning, both related to the concern of various regional conditions in Indonesia, causing not all areas to be reached by access to internet services and the speed of internet networks is low at times. Another obstacle that was found was the ability of parents to provide online education facilities such as equipment needed, laptop or smartphone. So many presentations from our group. We apologize if there is an error in pronouncing the word. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.